It's the 420 radio show, and it's your host, Art the Ghost, blowing smoke. You already know, but check me out every Wednesday, you know? It's the ARTIKLEDAGHOST. It's the ARTIKLE, doing the most, the radio show. It's the ARTIKLEDAGHOST. It's the ARTIKLE, doing the most, the radio show. I took that bud, show that love, you know what's up. I give it up, I blow that smoke, it ain't no joke. Article the Ghost. 420, blow that smoke, man, I do this every day. Stuff them cones, light it up, and then I blow that hay. You want that truth, I spit them facts. This is more than just rap. It get quiet in here, but I got that loud pack. This is one hot song, tell a DJ bring it back. Man, I'm trying to tell ya I'ma roll a sack like that. Tune in every Wednesday for the inspiration, information, like, comment, and subscriptions. Algorithms, I'ma participate, but I'ma be in the clouds until a later day. Let's go. The ARTIKLEDAGHOST. It's the ARTIKLE, doing the most, the radio show host. It's the 420 radio show, and it's your host, Art the Ghost, doing the most. You already know. And we done reached this news segment brought to you by Marijuana Moment and SteelBeatingFactory.com. Go check them out, man. You already know where the music coming from. But here we go. Okay, today's headline reads, Fed judge releases longtime cannabis prisoner. Maryland marijuana sales bill, Florida legalization ballot milestone, Wisconsin cannabis home grow hearing, Missouri recreational sales begin. Let's get into this. And here's some top things to know. A federal judge granted early release to Luke Scarmazzo, who was serving a 21-year sentence for his role in the state legal California medical cannabis operation, with the judge noting dramatic changes in the legal landscape for marijuana in recent years. Maryland House and Senate lawmakers filed legislation to regulate marijuana sales following voters' approval of legalization referendum on November ballot. A Florida marijuana legalization campaign funded by TrueLeave has cleared a key signature gathering hurdle to put the measure before the state Supreme Court for review on its way toward potential November 2024 ballot placement. The Washington State House Committee on Regulated Substances and Gaming held a hearing on a bill to finally allow people to grow their own marijuana at home more than 10 years after voters approved legalization. Missouri recreational marijuana sales began, and regulators started accepting applications from people who want to grow their own cannabis at home a few days earlier than expected. The Maryland Senate Judicial Proceedings Committee held a hearing on a bill to block police from using the smell of marijuana alone as justification to stop and search vehicles. Americans for Safe Access published the latest edition of its annual report card that grades state medical cannabis programs, with a top staffer saying that this year's review unfortunately saw the fewest improvements for patients. Okay, we moving on to federal. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration adopted rules to implement provision over an infrastructure law, including ones focused on efforts to combat marijuana impaired driving in the states that have enacted legalization. The Congressional Research Service noted a recent appeals court ruling that determined a man could not sue police for blocking him from transporting hemp. Senators Jeff Merkley, Cory Booker, Sherrod Brown, Dick Durbin, and Ron Wyden spoke about the prospects for cannabis banking legislation. Former Representative Tim Ryan said he may want to get involved in medical cannabis and psilocybin efforts now that he's done with electoral politics. Okay, we're moving on to states. The Washington State House Committee on Regulated Substances and Gaming held a hearing on legislation to enact a new tax on high-potency cannabis products. The Arizona House Judiciary Committee rejected a bill that would have allowed prosecutors to charge drug sellers with homicide if the substances they sold appeared to result in a consumer's death. The Oregon House Revenue Committee held a hearing on legislation to move revenue away from addiction recovery services that is allocated under the voter-approved drug decriminalization law. The Louisiana House Health and Welfare Committee held a hearing on hemp regulation. A California Assembly member filed a bill to make it easier for marijuana dispensaries to sell food and beverages. Mississippi lawmakers and regulators more than 5,000 convictions under provisions of the voter-approved legalization law. Georgia regulators rescinded recently approved medical cannabis rules. Vermont regulators halted sales of marijuana produced by Holland Cannabis due to pesticides contamination. Florida regulators will accept applications for new medical dispensary licenses from April 24th through the 28th. The Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture tweeted, "Happy National Hemp Day. Do you know all of the things that hemp can do for you? From biofuel to insulation, there is plenty of opportunities out in Pennsylvania's hemp fields." The North Carolina Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services tweeted, "It's National Hemp Day, and several farmers across our state are utilizing hemp as a new crop and experimenting with ways to grow it best in our state. We are proud of all our innovative work with this versatile crop." The New Mexico Department of Agriculture tweeted, "Happy National Hemp Day." The New Mexico Department of Agriculture's hemp licensing program has led to revitalized greenhouse industry in the state. NMDA licensed over 10 million square feet of greenhouse space for hemp during the 2022 growing season. Alaska's Advisory Task Force on Recreational Marijuana will meet on Monday. And that was your news segment for the 420 Radio Show, brought to you by Marijuana Moment and Still Beating Productions LLC. I'm going to drop both of these links down in the description so you can go check the website out, and you can also check out the article that I had just read so you can catch up on the rest of the article that I did not read. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, let's get back into this music piece. If you like content like this, hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be alerted when I drop new episodes. You know what I'm talking about? But you know how we do. We're going to get back into this smoking session. You feel me? 420. We out. Peace. Ghost. Stuff them cones. Stuff them cones. Yeah. I'm stuffing cones.
Let's go. Yeah. Yeah.
All day long.
Yeah.
Cones.
Turn up.
Yeah. I'm stuffing cones. All day long. Let's get these facts straight. Talking about smoking on paper planes, smoking on raw cone, stuffing cones all day. Couldn't even find a better way. Gotta get on my higher day. Time to roll up, stuff my cones, and I got to be on my way. Gorilla glue, what I pursue. Stuffing them cones is what I'm doing. Trying to get high, get by in life, and everything that I am doing. Oh, but you don't hear me though. Check it out how I rap the flow. This ARTIKLEDA Ghost.
Let's go.
Yeah. I'm stuffing cones.
Let's go. Yeah. Yeah.
Stuffing cones.
Turn up.
Yeah. I'm stuffing cones.
Turn up.
All day long.
Let's go.
Cones. Yeah. I'm stuffing cones.
Let's go. Yeah. Yeah.
All day long.
Yeah.
Nephew, you got perfect timing. Why you say that?
About to start a little puff give in this mother. Now I know Willie don't let you smoke in his eye, but I'm your Uncle Elroy. I don't give a damn how high you get in mine.
Still Beating Productions.